All right, so if we're to find this Larry, well, what does he look like?
He's more machine than robot at this point.
More machine than robot?
Hello and welcome back to ApocaPodcast. We are continuing the adventure for the Alpha test. Last time, Gray ran off and snuck into a Scorpion Barracks trying to assassinate Apex, and then shouted to everyone in earshot Apex's name. So we're going to come back to that in a minute. Let's just round off what else happened, and then we'll jump right back into that. Let's see. We fought off some grease monkeys on motorcycles. We went to an apothecary where we met Thurlow Stoneclaw. Ron lost his motorcycle. And then, yes, Gray was sneaking into the barracks and got caught. Is that everything? Is there anything else that we missed?
I forgot I trashed Ron's motorcycle.
I will say it was quite an effective attack.
Yeah, and it was for a good cause. It saved Gray so that he could do his own mission.
Yeah. So we can.
He deserves it.
Yeah. So we can address the motorcycle issue. We can just kind of you can either go back for it, or you can just buy a new one before you leave, or you can just not have one and just ride behind on somebody else's. I mean, that's allowed.
If there's anything Ron's good at, it's working on the fly.
Awesome. So let's jump into Gray's story. Let's try and get that out of the way, because that's going to determine whether or not he's with you for the rest of the adventure.
See.
So Gray. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say I'm conflicted because Gray should live, right? Obviously, I support all player characters living, but at the same time, I really want to know what you've come up with for a backup character.
Oh, it's going to be great. Yeah, I mean, you got to do it. I got a whole nother person ready, because I did stand in the middle of a barracks and just scream, Apex! And he didn't hear me, so it's great.
Okay, so that's a great setup. You did successfully sneak in. You did poke around for a little bit, but you failed to find him, and in your frustration, you shouted out. So, with your shout, a number of Scorpion recruits in the area heard and came to investigate. Sitting in the mess hall down the hall was squad leader Cleo Jones. Cleo Jones is the embodiment of Scorpion ideals. She is a firm believer in justice, order, and protection of the weak. A dedicated peacekeeper who believes in doing good and doing it the right way. She was sitting down to a meal when all of a sudden, Apex! Echoed down the halls, and she let out a heavy sigh. I don't get paid enough to do this.
She must be a mom.
She rounds the corner to see Gray standing in the middle of the hallway. Meanwhile, two other recruits show up behind her. Excuse me, sir? Can I help you?
I'm looking for Apex.
Sorry.
I gathered that much. Is there a particular reason that you are looking for Apex?
I would like to speak to him, privately?
Gray, have you become a Karen?
Can I speak to your manager? I think that can be arranged. Why don't you come with me?
No. I'm looking for Apex.
Okay, so at this point, when you first saw her, there were two little flunkies behind her. Mm-hmm. And I gotta draw a map so I don't forget this. And then two more flunkies show up behind you. You are standing in a hallway right now. And so you can go forward towards her, you can go backwards away from her, but there are now people blocking both entryways. And so if there's anything you want to do, that's your information. Is there any other questions you have about the situation?
No, not at all.
I mean, if you want to speak with Apex, I can arrange that for you. And she puts her hands on her hips.
Okay, take me to him.
Follow me, please. And she will kind of wave to... let me make sure I got my directions right. Hallway. So she will wave to the two behind her to kind of separate, and she'll start to walk and motion for you to come with her.
I'll go with him. Yeah.
Okay.
This is like a Marvel thing. It's like Captain America in the elevator.
So she will lead you down the hallway. The two recruits that were behind you will stay behind you, and the two recruits that were in front of you will stay in front of you, basically forming a box around you. Mm-hmm. And then she'll be the lead. And she will lead you open to a room, open the door with a set of keys that are hanging on her belt, throw the door open, and then kind of step out of the way and motion for you to head in first.
Yeah, I don't. I look and
go, you sure?
I don't see him in there, no.
Well, I have to go get him. He is a very important person.
Then I'll find him myself. Give me a hall pass.
I mean, she may be telling the truth.
Maybe, but I want Apex.
Okay. She will continue to implore you to go inside. Will you continue to say no?
Of course.
Okay. And so at that point, he just says, sure, I'm going to have to restrain you. And then the four are going to try and converge on you. And they're going to try and restrain you. So go ahead and roll a defense if you want to resist that.
Okay. +2, I got a 0.
Okay, so unfortunately you are 1 versus 4, and the 0 is not sufficient to resist. They will basically just grab you by the arms, and one will grab you on each arm, and the other two will kind of like bear hug you, and they're going to wrestle you into this room, and they're going to try and they're going to disarm you, take your weapons and things like that. You can continue to fight. I'll give you one more chance to roll a defense to try and break out of this.
Rolling. Oh, yeah. 3.
That's pretty good, actually.
Perfect. So they're wrestling you in, and then you get to the doorway, and you take one of these people out. How do you do it?
Let's see. I would like to headbutt one of them.
That's what I was going to say. All right, so there's this guy, he's the one in front of you trying to grab you by the chest and pull you in, and you just headbutt him, and you break his nose, and blood goes pouring down his face. You go, and he steps back out of the way, and at that point, you kind of like lurch forward and then back, and so you break everybody's grip on you, and now you have a clear shot down the hallway.
And I run.
You run, okay. Make a body check for me to see how fast you are.
That's 3 or 5.
Awesome. So you make it down, and you're running, and there are lots of small rooms, like little tiny conference rooms, nothing really that great, but you hit the end of this hallway, and it opens up into a large training room. The kind of area where people would spar, and so there's mats on the floor, there's sparring dummies, there's some dummy weapons on the wall. On the far side of the room, there are 2 other doorways, and there is one recruit in there, and he's just has like a baton, and he's like whacking away at one of these little dummies in front of him. And of course, there are 4 people chasing you from behind, but they're not on top of you. You were pretty fast.
All right, I gotta run in. I'm assessing everything. I go find a weapon and grab it, and then I'm going after that guy.
The new guy?
Sure. Is there
Yeah.
Yeah, he is very confused. He doesn't really understand what's going on right now, but he will figure out that you're not a scorpion and you're not supposed to be there, especially with the yelling and the stomping that is coming behind you.
Yeah.
So I think that is a safe course of action. Is there a particular kind of weapon you're looking for?
Nope.
Melee, ranged?
Melee's fine.
Sure. How do you feel about like a 6-foot staff?
Yeah, I think I could do some pretty sick moves with that.
Perfect. So you run up to one of the walls. You see this. Actually, let me see if it's a good weapon. Yeah. So it's a pretty nice, solid piece of like oak. This very dense, heavy wood.
Nice.
And so it's not going to break or anything like that. If you use it in combat, it's pretty solid. And so you grab this bow staff and make an attack roll for me against this poor unsuspecting recruit.
Ooh, he is done. So that's 3, 7.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got almost as good as you could get.
Yeah, so you take him out. How do you do it?
I use the staff to catapult myself both feet right at him. Like
right,
pole vaulting.
So you spear him in the chest, and he just crumples like a piece of paper.
Yeah.
There is nobody else in the room, but you hear the feet stomping as they're coming down the hallway. They are right behind you. There are 2 hallways in front of you. One of them is the infirmary. You see a sign that says infirmary. The other one says locker room.
Okay. Can the people see me that are coming?
No.
All right, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to kick open the door on the right and then actually go in the left one.
Okay. Make a savvy roll for me.
Oh, you and stupid savvy.
At least it's not know-how.
-3.
So you try to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You kick the door and it's like, it doesn't move. Your foot just thuds against it. I don't know if you like miss and you hit the door frame. Something doesn't work out, but you know you don't have enough time to do it a second time. And so you duck into, you said the room on the right?
I'm going in the room on the left.
The room on the left. So you run into the locker room.
Oh, good.
There's some dude in there getting dressed.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, you hear feet stamp into the training room behind you.
Mm-hmm. So let's start with, can I block the door with my staff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to start with that.
Okay, sure. That happens. You're giving up your weapon, so I'm not going to make you roll for it.
Okay. And then I'm going to attack the guy.
Cool. This is a good point to talk about the multitasking rules. You can do both of those things in the same turn. Because in the ABC system, you can do as many actions as you want, but the more actions you do, you start to take a cumulative penalty. And so if you're going to jam this weapon in the door, that's going to take 1 action. And then if you want to attack this guy, that's going to be you can take a -1 to your attack roll.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
And that will prevent him from attacking you first. So you get first strike in, but it's at a penalty.
All right.
Does that make sense?
That works. So rolling.
Yep.
There's 2 plus 4 is 6.
6 is enough. You come in and you sucker punch this guy. He's very disoriented.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play this up a little bit. You hit him and he kind of like stumbles back, but unlike the first guy where you just kind of hit him and ran away, this guy's there for a fight now because he's trapped in a locker room with this dude that just punched him in the face.
Yeah. I want to Jason Bourne this guy.
And so he's going to come back at you. He's going to try and kick you just like right in the chest. So roll a defense for me.
5, 6.
Sweet. You just like swat his leg out of the way and you can counter.
So I get to punch him in the face again.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've used all my good rolls, so... Oh, no. 4.
Dang,
Yeah.
you're doing great.
My attack is everything.
I'm watching you John Wick through this.
Yes!
Yeah. So he tries to kick you in the chest. You swat his leg out of the way. You grab him, and then you knee him in the stomach, and he just kind of like doubles over onto the ground. And so he's not going to do anything. You can attack him a second time, or you can take this moment to look around. He's not knocked out, but so he'll probably come at you in a minute or two, but you definitely knocked the wind out of him.
So I should probably run if I can.
So you look around the locker room. There are no other doors, but there is a small window for ventilation.
Okay.
And so you hear the people in the training room behind you. They are slamming against that door, trying to break through that that long staff that you kind of barred in there. It's still holding. You start to hear wood start to crack and splinter, but it's still a solid piece of wood. So if you're you can either knock out the guy in front of you, or you can make a body roll to try and clamber out this window.
I'll do a body roll.
Yeah, go for it.
0.
Okay. So 0 is an average roll. So you just kind of run over to this window and you try to climb up, and your fingers, it's like this weird material, and your fingers just kind of slip over it. But eventually you grab your grip and you start to pull yourself up. And so you're kind of like up on the bottom of your elbows. And then they start slamming against this door. And you hear the wood start to crack a little bit more, and it's starting to split down the middle, but it hasn't snapped yet. So go ahead and make another body roll.
Crap. -2.
Oh man. So you're trying to figure out how to get your legs up, and you're swinging them around, but you can't like find anything to put your legs on, and so you're still just kind of stuck. You get like your elbow out the window, but you're not quite out yet. And at this point, you hear somebody just say, "Charge!" and they slam into this door, and you see wood splinter everywhere, but there's this little fragment of the wood still there holding the door closed, and they're like reaching through the door trying to like get it out of the way. And the guy that you kind of like kneed in the stomach stands up, and he like puts 2 and 2 together, and he runs at you, and he's going to try and grab you and pull you back in the window. So make a defense roll for me.
2.
2 is enough. He comes at you, and you just like kick your leg back, and you hit him right in the chin, and he out like a light. He is not having a good day. I'm going to give you one more chance to make a body roll and get out this window.
Come on, body. There. Oh, poop. -1.
No! Oh, man. Unfortunately, whatever progress you had made trying to get out the window, you lost when you kicked that guy. And then 4 people...
I'm just too strong for my own self.
4 people burst in. The 3 recruits from before, and then Cleo. And they're going to try and bum rush you. Make a defense.
Oh, 3.
Okay, that is enough. The 3 of them come at you. One of them is kind of like leading the charge, and then you just do a leg sweep, and you just take him out, and he drops to the ground. And then the other 2 kind of like have to trip and jump out of the way, and so they kind of split left and right to flank you. So the window's behind you, you've got people on either side of you, and then Cleo is straight ahead of you between between you and the door that goes back to the training room.
So I just run right at her.
Okay.
Just...
What is your intention? Are you going to try and juke her, or are you just going to barrel through her?
I am going to try to like run, hit her like a linebacker, like kind of pick her up and kind of like just get her out of there. Oh yeah.
Just like grab her and move her.
Yep.
That's called a bull rush.
Yeah. Go ahead, make an attack roll for me.
It's a 3.
That is enough.
Yes.
So you come in there, and she's like gets all in like some like martial arts stance, and then all of a sudden you just like knock her arms out of the way, grab her by the armpits, and just like travel her into the training room.
Yep.
And you can put her down however you want. But you have successfully blown through this barricade back into the training room, which I will remind you, there is an infirmary, or you can head back down the hallway deeper into the barracks.
Well, I know where the barracks are, and Apex hasn't shown up. He's not in the locker room, so I'm going to the infirmary.
Okay, sure. I'm not going to do that to you. That would be mean.
It's okay. I've made it this far, and none of us thought I'd get here.
This is turning into an amazing action scene.
Yeah.
This is the door we were not supposed to open.
Not again.
This is what happens when you go off the rails. So you run into the infirmary, you throw open the door. Make another body roll for me to see how fast you do this, because the other two are still in the locker room.
2.
Okay, perfect. So you burst into the infirmary. You are super fast on this. Like, you capitalize on their attack, and before they can recover, you have broken through and gotten into the infirmary. And in there are 3 injured scorpions who are laying down, resting, and a doctor. And there is also a just kind of like an open air exit entryway for kind of like emergency, just to bring people in and out very quickly. It's just kind of like a curtain.
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's a bunch of medical stuff sitting around.
I'm just gunning for the exit.
Awesome. You bust through there. The doctor whips around to look at you, and all he catches is the back of your head. And you are out the curtain, out the door. The people from the locker room run through. They kind of pause for a minute because they don't really know which way you went. They eventually end up in the infirmary, but by the time they're there, you're gone. And so you can take advantage of that. You can take advantage of the fact that you know the city a little bit. You can duck down some back alleys, zip through some things, do some Aladdin type vibes where you're running through all sorts of stuff, and you can just kind of break out of there, and you have gotten away.
Oh,
I won't say scot-free, but you have gotten away.
oh wow. You did it.
How?
I guess you got all those ones out of the way.
I guess so.
Yeah. That was exciting. I'm glad we did that.
Wow.
Gray, why do you look so winded? Sorry.
So to put the timeline in order, you guys arrived probably in the afternoon, and then you all went your separate ways. And so I'm going to say that Gray has used up his evening. This is what he decided to do. I had previously spoken with Kyle, so unless there's something extra he wants to do, his day is done.
Nope.
Which brings us to Scrapper John. Is there anything you want to take this afternoon to do? I am going to adjust what I said last time. I think you have been contacted by the Techno-Archeologist Guild to help out with something, and you're supposed to meet them tomorrow to find out the details.
Okay, sounds good. And as far as other stuff, I think last time I had mentioned I just wanted to get some like scrap metal rods so I could make some more crossbow bolts, and that was it.
Sure. So we made this the Gray show for a little while, so I will give you the opportunity if you want. We can role play out gathering scrap, or we can hand wave it. As I said, but there is a scrap yard. And so basically all low-level scrap metal, sheet metal, any kind of like building equipment that isn't advanced technology, there is basically the equivalent of a scrap yard or a dump, and you can just go, and I'm not going to say it's free, but it's kind of like based on a credit system. You bring scrap in. It's almost like a bank.
Oh, yeah.
And so you kind of build up credit with them, and you can kind of trade it around. And so for today's session, I'll say that you have a history where you have brought in scrap. And so you can get anything you want from the scrapyard.
Okay, yeah. We don't need to take a lot of time. I think just grab a handful of metal rods and whatever else junk I need to make a few bolts. Just want to have a few extra on hand.
Awesome. Cool. So you stack up. We can also, let's just kind of hand wave if you guys want ammo, 20 per encounter. if that makes sense. So if you want one fight, that's 20 points. If you want 2 fights, that's 40 points. I'm going to say that there's probably 1 or 2 days worth of fighting you'll have to go through before you can resupply.
I have a feeling I will need all the ammo I can get.
You're welcome.
I didn't say it was you. I'm not pointing fingers.
'Twas me. Can we really talk about how I got out of there?
Yeah, no, seriously. I have. I like to think I have a very good mind eye, and so just the whole visualization of that fight was phenomenal. Well filmed.
It was that one defense with them holding me. That was it. It was that one roll, and I got it.
I really wanted you to just go in that room. That was the interrogation room. They were going to lock you up.
Of course.
They were going to grill you. I will say they would have eventually gotten Apex, but you would have been disarmed and probably tied. So it's not like you could have done anything about it. But I was like, oh, do it. Step into the room.
Nah.
And I can tell you, Scrapper John was not about to come looking for you.
No, of course not. I knew I was on my own.
Okay, so we can always come back to this if you guys want to buy something in hindsight and you're like, oh, I forgot to
Quantum purchase something.
Yeah, this is whatever.
Quantum
if you have
purchase.
the space on your character sheet for it and you forgot to buy it, I don't care. Actually, if you have extra space on your character sheet and you just want to write like supplies in there, we can just be like, it's a wild card. And, you know,
Nice. I like it.
if it's a low enough like item, like I needed a piece of rope. Yeah, you got it. It's in your supplies.
Nice.
Okay. So the evening happens. Gray gets out of there. I'm going to say that y'all talked about meeting up the next morning at some predetermined time and destination where Scrapper John was going to lead the team over to the techno-archeologist guild because he had been contacted for a potential mission.
Now, I think you kind of just said that we knew each other, but so what would be their motivation for coming with me?
So I will say that, and let me put it this way. This is a one-shot. You guys can speak into this as much or as little detail as you want. But what I had imagined was that the previous fight we had with the grease monkeys was kind of like a test run. That Scrapper John knew that he was going to go on this mission, and he needed a team. He wasn't going to go by himself. And so he found you guys and kind of went out and kind of got the feel for how everybody works together. And now you're going to do the real deal. And you guys can say, nope, that sounds dumb, or you can just roll with it. I'll leave it up to you.
I think that sounds good.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I like it because now I know that I cannot give Gray money ahead of time, or else
Very smart.
or else it'll just end up in prison.
Or Ron, for that matter.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I
fair
see
enough.
through your charade yet, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so I think we're good to go.
Yeah, so the three of you meet up. Scrapper John knows where to go. He'll lead you down, a couple back alleys to, I'll probably say the southern edge of town, because the northern edge is probably more for the hellhounds, and the south is probably where there's like regular scrap. Anyway, but he'll lead you into this kind of tall building. It looks like it was a pre-collapse building that has kind of been reclaimed during the apocalypse, and so you'll have some older style, like weird futuristic steel alloys that you would have no idea in a million years how you would make them again, with weird shiny rust-proof chromes. And but over the, I think it was thousands of years is what I said, there's still some rust spots showing up, but it's you've got some rusty where it's thin, where the metal's thin, it's kind of rusted out, but the big structural material is still pretty good. And the holes have been covered up with cheap sheet metal and wood and things like that. And so he'll lead you inside, and he'll go up to his contacts, and they'll lead you into a back room. And so before they go in, the context they're going to tell you is that one of the older techno-archeologist guild members was out, looking for technology, because that's what they do. They're techno-archeologists. They go out in the field and they try to reclaim this technology. And he was out there with his partner, and he came back and he was like incredibly flustered, really shook by himself. And they kind of wanted to get a team together to go search for his partner who didn't come back with him. But that's more or less the context. And they'll lead you into a small room. There's just a couple tables, but they've cleared it out. So it's just you and Old Man Jenkins. Thanks.
Nice.
Do I know this Old Man Jenkins?
You may have seen him around town. He's a relatively renowned techno-archeologist, and so Scriber John would certainly know who he is. He maybe not have spoken with him before, but he's a regular in the Techno-Archaeologist Guild, and he and his partner tend to bring in some really interesting technology. In the past, 100 or so years, most of the technology has honestly been cleaned up. And so they kind of go into these more remote areas, take a little bit more risk, and they find this technology that's kind of been left behind where other archaeologists haven't explored yet. And so sitting in front of you is a weathered old man, and his wrinkled and scarred features are a testament to his life of adventure. He's wearing a tattered shirt with a leather jacket that shows wear on it. He's got a relatively thick gray beard and a large gray mustache. And sitting on top of his head they're almost like welding goggles, but you can see they've got all sorts of wires and articulating parts in them and moving lenses. And he's sitting there, and he's just got a glass in front of him. There's a pitcher of water on the table, and he's just kind of like staring into space. It's a very sombering moment. There's some like flickering electrical lights that have been rigged to work, and he's kind of sitting in his moment, if you will.
Oi, Jenkins. I got the team put together. This here is Gray. Yeah, he's pretty good at handling difficult situations. Very reliable. And then this is the other guy here. What's your name? I don't remember your name.
Oh, Barber Ron. Hi, pleased to meet you. Is your posture normally like that?
I thought John was the awkward one, but I can see you're probably going for a pitch here, aren't you? And so Jenkins, he doesn't even look at you guys. He just kind of like rolls a glass in his hand and, well, my posture isn't what it used to be, I guess. It's been a lot of past injuries, but we've always been able to get through them together.
Well, that's I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, life of exploration and excavation can do that. You know what? I've got some remedies in here. I've got some treatments that I've looked at far and wide. But you know what? Let's save that for another time. Because
I don't want your remedies. I want you to find my partner.
Well, I can help with that too.
Can you?
All right, so Jenkins, refresh us. Where are we going again? I don't remember all that stuff you were telling me. You were kind of rambling a bit.
He'll take a big swig from his glass. I was exploring Northwest Forest. We had planned on doing a 14-day expedition. We were on day 12 and we hadn't found anything. Then, just a little south of the old dam, there was this river. I just wanted to see where it goes, and turns out it forks. And there's almost like an island in the middle between these two rivers. We found our way over there, and in the middle of this island, there's a clearing. In the middle of the clearing, it's a piece of technology that I ain't never seen before in my life. Let me tell you, I've been around a good number of years. It all gets a little fuzzy after that. It all happened so quickly. We worked our way into this, I don't even know what to call it. But next thing you know, there's lights going off, sirens, doors start closing on us. We must have set up some security system. And this thing, it comes for us. It starts coming out of the other room. And my partner, he shoves me. He says, "Get out of here, I'll hold it off." He just pushes me towards the door, and I run, and I just ran, and I ran, and I got back to our motorcade, and Larry wasn't there. Then I just left him.
I'm sorry to hear this. How long ago was this?
It was 2-3 days ago.
Right. And
I don't know.
All right. So if we're to find this Larry, well, what does he look like? Is he about your age?
Age doesn't mean a whole lot to Larry.
What does that mean?
He's more machine than robot at this point.
More machine than robot?
He's got augmented arms, augmented legs. He's still human, but it's hard to put an age on him. You know, I don't know when he got his upgrades. I don't know where he gets them serviced.
Ooh, augments.
He's roughly my same height and build. Build, not really. I guess he's built out of metal.
I see what you did there.
Does he have cables on him anywhere?
I'm sure. Can't say I got close enough to investigate.
So we're looking for Larry the cable guy. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, gosh.
Is there anything that'll really tell us who he is? That way we know when we find him, whether he's alive or not.
Yeah. He, had a pocket watch. Silly little thing. Bunch of gears. It's, you could see right through the darn thing. It always kept it wound and ticking, and I don't know, it just seems silly to keep track of time. Sun goes up, sun goes down. We always kept that watch wound. If you find that, then you found Larry.
All right. Now, I'm sorry to hear about Larry. We'll certainly look for him. Now, this technology that you were looking for, Can you describe that? Maybe if we see that, we have an easier chance of finding Larry.
Don't really know much about it. Already told you what I know. And at this point, he'll kind of ramble a little bit because it was a 14-day expedition they were supposed to be on. And so he'll kind of recount, the different things that went on. And so why don't you go ahead and make an insight check for me to see how well you can pick apart what he's saying, because he's pretty out of it right now.
Yeah, it takes skill to go through an entire rambling of an older generation.
Well, I got a -2.
I got a 2.
I also got a 2.
Okay. So with a 2, he'll tell you, or let me put it this way. He'll go through his whole story. He keeps kind of getting distracted and off course. But you'll get like a couple extra pieces of information from him that maybe he had missed before. The rune is located on the small island in the middle of a river. Basically, the river forks, and there's an island in the middle of it. Mm-hmm. He mentions, which he had already mentioned, but he'll mention that there's this ancient dam, and basically if you see the dam, you've gone too far north, and you got to double back and go south. And he'll also tell you that as he started to get close to the ruins, there were these kind of like large pieces of like farm equipment, like ancient earth mover type stuff. And so if you start seeing things like that, you're heading in the right direction. But you're picking up this information, but it's not really narrowing down where that is. So you still know it's in the Northwest Forest, but it's not necessarily going to help you. It'll help you confirm you're going in the right direction, but it's not going to help you find it faster, if that makes sense.
Sounds good. And honestly, I got to remember rolling making a save to get past the conversation and like retaining it. Why hasn't that been done sooner?
Oh man. And so is there any other questions you guys want to ask him?
Yeah, Jenkins, what was your emergency plan? You and your partner? You hunker down, you make a signal fire. What's the plan? What are we looking for? Is he staying on site? Is he running away?
Oh man, normally if we get split up, we try to set some rendezvous points, backtrack a little bit, and then we'll hang out at that rendezvous point. But with that thing, I don't know. If it chased him out of there, he would do whatever it took to survive, and I assume he would try to come back. He told me to get out of there, so he's not waiting for me to show up. I guess I would say that
all right,
if he's not here, then he's probably hunkered down nearby. And he'll probably... I guess he gave you all the information from his adventure, so you could try and backtrack once you found the rune.
I got a question for the old man. I have 2, actually. What year is it?
He's right there. You don't have to call him an old man.
What year is it,
literally
old
right
man?
there.
No one knows what year it is, you fool. The apocalypse happened.
I keep a calendar, right?
Exactly.
I'm
trying to figure out if this is something that you went through 40 years ago or if it's something now. I'll ask a question. Who's in charge of the Scorpions?
I thought you yelled him earlier. I thought you yelled his name earlier. You know what? I don't know if I don't know if that's
figure out.
So this is a non-canon one-shot. I don't know the name of the person in charge of the Scorpions yet.
I'm looking for Apex.
It's not Apex.
So
it's not Apex. I think Apex was a platoon leader.
He was, but I'm still just trying to figure it out.
And Cleo was a squad leader. And then there's 3 people that are like the top tier.
Okay.
I don't have their names in front of me right now, but basically there's like the head honcho, there's like the head commander, and then there's kind of like two flunkies.
Because that would tell me if he's living in the past or we're going for something that's recent.
See,
Not going on
He
a
tells
wild
you
goose
the
chase.
correct name.
I mean, I keep my own calendar. To me, it's the year 10, but everyone kind of started their own calendar at a different point, and so what year's your calendar, Scrapper?
Yeah, us roamers and scrappers, we don't really keep much of a calendar. We just see when what part of the sky the moon's in.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. And I think Thurlow is like 37 for him.
Those mole years, man, they go a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually go twice as fast as human years, because what are they going to tell by? The sun, the moon,
Yeah.
geothermal drafts?
How many customers?
Worm migratory patterns.
They actually they're only in year 2 because, every like 100,000 years, the magnetic field of the planet shifts. And so like when that shift happens, they feel it and they go, oh, we're in the next year.
There you go. So we're not even sure if the dam is north or if it's south. Depends on the shift.
Well, he's not a mole person, so for him,
Okay.
north is still north. And
Okay.
hasn't shifted in the past 72 hours.
The
There
only
you go.
polarity reversing will do is with the bad technology that Scrapper John will find.
All right, I'm good.
Okay, I'm all set in my end. I got my medicines.
Oh yeah, I need to go back for my elixir, my
Okay.
special.
Yeah, you know what? Gray? Gray, it's not that I don't trust you. It's that I think you are a violent, impulsive man who will start a fight on a whim. So I'm going to fetch it for you.
So I will say that because we've jumped around, that Gray probably picked up this elixir before he went after Apex.
Yes,
I assume that was part of
because
the
that's
plan.
why. Yeah, I was gonna
So
stab
you
him
have
with
it.
it. Okay,
Stab him.
Stab him with an
Just a
elixir.
vial.
I am putting it on one of my daggers and I'm stabbing him with it.
That seems counterproductive or double productive.
Exactly, I have 2 daggers.
Stab him to death and then he falls asleep.
I mean, if instead of an elixir it was an oil, it's a dunking. It's a dunking
Yeah.
vial. That actually
Yeah.
could make
I
sense.
just wanted to go bloop, zit, and just give him a little shiv.
It was kind of like one of my weapon ideas I had for my other character was a taser knife. Just stab them and then shock them in reverse order. Just for insult.
I always wanted to ask this in other tabletop games. If you dip a weapon in a health potion and you stab somebody with it, are they? Does it do anything?
Can you stab them indefinitely?
Oh gosh.
Oh man,
It's
good.
like wee. He just won't die.
I guess it depends on how gamey it is.
wound instantly closes. Okay, everybody's good.
Should we get going?
Yeah.
Yep.
To the dam.
To the northward.
We can always quantum equipment and things like that.
Yeah, I gotta find my quantum bag.
Ron, what do you want to do about your motorcycle? Do you want to go south about 2 hours out of your way to get it?
Oh,
Do you want to buy a new
right.
one? Do you want to just hop on the back of somebody else's for now?
I have a business venture.
Ugh.
All right, fine. I will go and buy one. How much is it?
How much you got?
Well, after the ammo purchase and the venture and paying some of the debt back, I think I have 180.
Okay. Yeah, let's we'll call it 120. You get the bottom of the line something that putters along. No, we'll say you put down 120 and then they put you on a payment plan.
There we go.
Sounds good to me. What could go
There you
wrong?
go. That's very Barber Ron right there.
Always ends in slavery.
Annual percent rate, 10%. It's fine with me.
Okay, perfect. This feels like a good place to stop. You guys have gathered your information from Jenkins. You know where you're going. Next time we meet, we can head right out through the desert into the northwest forest. You guys can start searching for the ruin. We can jump right into the adventure when we get back. Thank you for listening. This is the ABC Game Master signing off. I'll see you next time.